What's going on, guys? This is Carl at the Racerred channel. First time riding in a couple weeks. Decided to bring the 450 out. Finally got a new truck. A new to me truck. The Toyota Tundra 4.7 liter. Supposed to be very good. I did a lot of the maintenance on it already. Right when I got it, I did the water pump and the timing belt, so it should be good for a while. Yeah, it's been my life this last couple weeks. It's just that, pretty much. Just working on vehicles. There's a sense of accomplishment that you get when you work on your own stuff. After I've done it for a bit, I realized that I don't mind doing it. I actually like doing it. It depends on the vehicle, though. If it's really a pain, just in general, which I feel like Fords are, then I don't enjoy it at all. But as long as things are accessible, you can pull it apart, it's actually pretty fun. This 450 is quite an animal for single track. Right now it's got the 13 tooth counter shaft on it. I like to tame it down and put a 12 on there if I'm going to trail ride it. However, 13's not bad. Like I said before, I've used 14 for really high speed stuff, and I wouldn't even try to take this on any trails with a 14 tooth. And I pretty much just stick with the stock rear sprocket, which I can't remember how many teeth that is, 48 or 52. Those two numbers come to mind, but I don't know. It's hard to be accurate when you're talking out here. Just, you know, this is unscripted. I really like watching videos like this where people are talking on the fly. I've always felt it's kind of cheating if you go in afterwards and do a voiceover, because you're not getting, there's just a realness that gets thrown aside, I guess, when that happens, which isn't a major deal. I mean, I still do it. I'll still do plenty of voiceover stuff. The stuff on YouTube that I like is the realest stuff possible, though. I really don't like I've noticed plenty of people that just go out and do a voiceover and drone shots of the best spots in Idaho, and they'll just like drive out there just to film. It's like they're not even really riders. I'm like, it's just not for me. It's even worse if there's any AI. I think AI is going to be a real problem. I already see way too many AI videos. I wish you could just block all AI videos. I don't want to see any AI videos. Just, there's something about it. When I watch an AI video, it's just gross. I don't want to see that. There's no human in there editing, and it's just, there's still a lot missing. Maybe in the future I would like it, but there's still a lot of stuff missing in those AI videos where there's just a lack of connection. Like, it seems like you're watching a video game still. But this up here is beautiful terrain. This is great single track. Kind of flies under the radar out here, actually. You can gain elevation here quite a bit, although I won't on this trail. This trail follows the boundary down low, hint hint, and it is scenic still. It's a beautiful trail. A buddy of mine invited me to go on this trail last week, and I was busy mechanicking, so I couldn't. So I just decided to come out here today. Yeah, the mountain season is officially open. We can hit some really nice stuff now. Yeah, in a couple days I'll be riding with some buddies. I don't even know where they said. I just said yes because I was available that day. This opens up right here. Really, really cool overlook. As you can see off in the distance, well, maybe there's still snow-capped mountains on that side, and even on this side there are snow-capped mountains if you go high enough. This range is actually pretty high. You can get pretty high in elevation. I think you can get around 9,000 feet. I think Cuddy Mountain Peak is like 8,700 feet. So, yeah, this range is actually pretty high up there. Currently, I'm riding at, I would say, around 5,000 feet. I don't know for sure, but it seems like about where I'm at. The thing about this 450 is it's actually light. It's really light. It's just as light as my two-stroke. But when you're riding it, it doesn't feel light. So you have to keep that in mind. This engine makes things feel heavy. Just all that compression. But if you're going downhill like I am right now, it's actually not bad. This section of the trail is probably the hardest. You have really tight switchbacks to do. The front brake on this bike was it was pretty sloppy. Right now it feels pretty good. We did the massage vibrator trick on the front brake lever. I have a massage gun, just vibrate that thing on the brake lever. It gets all the bubbles out, returns good feel to your brakes. Man, good thing they created goggles for this type of thing. I just got hit right in the face. That would have struck me right in the eyeball. Feeling something a little weird. I could have Everything's tight, it seems. My tire's a little squishy. Stick near this side of things. I ride this area all the time, but not this side of the mountain range. For some reason, I don't come over this way that often. Here's the bridge. Really flowing right now. Fresh cuts here. Sometimes it's difficult to look around and navigate the trail at the same time navigating the obstacles. I think that's how I miss a lot of intersections. You start climbing up through some rocks and you got to pay attention, and all of a sudden you're off trail somewhere. There are certainly a few spots on this trail that are challenging. I remember doing a big loop here and I had to get off and push a couple times a couple years ago or a few years ago. On the mighty 450. The 450 just does not allow for mistakes. This bike will make you pay for your sins. If you make one little slip up, this bike's like, you are not forgiven. And you end up off the side of the trail with a flame out, or you're stuck. I don't know if you guys can see all this blue. Pretty cool spot. Lightning strikes all over the place, causing fires all over the place. A lot of this stuff is burned still from that. Most of our fires here in the US are from lightning strikes. Fires are natural, however, we can manage the forests and thin them out. We can do away with a lot of damage. Same with things going extinct. Humans really keep animals from going extinct a lot. But before we messed with anything, thousands of animals went extinct. Just a normal process. Sometimes animals suck at survival, they can't adapt, and they go extinct. It's a natural process, but I feel like that is not really talked about in that light, especially. It's never talked about as a natural thing. In fact, I think a lot of people just always assume that humans are the evil that are extincting, causing a lot of animals to go extinct. That's just not true. We have developed quite a bit, made unnatural city environments. I don't think we affect animals that much, for the most part. Unless there's some crazy hunting going on, and that does happen. I think in the 1800s, 1700s, people just kind of expected that animals were, they just weren't able to go extinct. They could kill as many buffalo and whatever as they wanted. Same with trees. They're like, let's just cut them all down. These gigantic redwoods. But there is a limit to things, especially things of rarity or things that take a long time to grow, like a redwood. That said, you can still cut them down, but you gotta choose wisely. You gotta be careful about how you do it, because those things take a long time to grow. And the same thing goes with killing stuff to eat it. You have to be careful about how you do it, but basically, if you're not shooting an animal to kill it, we don't really hurt them. I've heard a lot of stuff about motorcycles causing a lot of issues, but that's just not true, I don't think. Picture, this is pretty in here.
His name is Racerred. If he
That's
wasn't
the low.
in bed, he
This.
naps during the
Yeah,
day. He rides his love in garage bass. He rides all night, full throttle all the time.
You gotta lead up your
He was born to ride. Red Racer, like, comment, and subscribe.
Suddenly, Mazzuzor, her shadows is it. Nej, Mazzuzor, vad är det för ett? Hänger stallroj.